Welcome back to the Relentless Sportsman channel. Today I'm going to show you exactly which backpack I use for fishing and why it works so well. Stay tuned. It's not a typical backpack you're going to find on Amazon or in Shields, Fleet Farm, or wherever you buy your outdoor stuff. It's just not the same thing. I use this backpack cooler. Now you don't need to get a Packer one, so if you're a Vikings fan or a Bear fan, stop typing. It doesn't matter. You can get any team you want. But this is a backpack cooler I use to go fishing with. I would say 80 to 90% of the time when I'm out fishing, when I'm wading, canoeing, kayaking, in a big boat, a small boat, no matter where I'm going, I take this backpack with every single thing I need for that fishing trip. As a matter of fact, I take this even on week-long fishing trips, and I encourage you to try to consider maybe doing the same thing. I use it because it's waterproof. That's a big plus, so it protects my things from getting wet. If I put an extra sweatshirt in here on a colder day, or if I've got a towel to dry my hands off, you want that stuff to stay dry, my cell phone, all that kind of stuff. It'll protect it in this bag. The second reason why I got this is because it acts as a cooler. If I keep fish, let's just say I go out fishing, I catch a couple walleye, I want to put them in here. I can slide an ice pack in here as well. It's going to keep my fish cold until I take them home to fillet them. The third reason why I like to use this bag is because it's small and it has all the pockets I need. It's got pockets on the side that I can keep things in. It's got a pocket on the top to grab things out that I need quickly. It's got a big main section right there for my tackle tray or tackle trays and other things like clothing. And it's got a front section here for pliers and tools that I might need while I'm out fishing. So let me lay this all out on the table for you. I'll show you exactly why I have it. Meets the needs of all types of angling. Pan fishing all the way up to muskie fishing, trout fishing. Let me show you what I have in here and why I have it in here. Okay, so I've got things laid out on the table here, so let me go through and explain. This one is a garbage bag. That's really important to bring along with you, especially for the mobile type of fisherman. If you're mobile and you want to put your fish in your backpack cooler or any cooler without making a mess, bring a garbage bag. It's good. Or if you have a mess in general, you can put anything in there. It keeps it from touching anything else in your bag. That's a really good idea. What I do with that is I always keep it in the side pocket right here. If you have a side pocket, keep that on one side. The next thing is toilet paper in a Ziploc bag. That speaks for itself. Jaw spreaders. There's been times I've gotten into muskie and pike, sometimes by accident, and you don't want to be messing with those teeth. That goes in the bottom right there. I don't use it very often. Anything I don't use very often, I'm going to put in the bottom of this, all the way down at the bottom. Toilet paper, jaw spreaders, don't use that terribly often. Next thing is the extra boat plug. Now, a lot of times I don't fish in boats. I'll do kayaks, canoes, somebody else's boat, fish from shore, wade, whatever. But when I do, this is a boat plug that you definitely want to have. It fits all the standard sizes. Bring an extra one, even if you go with your buddy or something and they forget theirs, it's good to have. That goes in the bottom as well. This thing over here is a stringer. I use this to keep my fish alive. Sometimes I'm not sure if I'm going to take them home, so I put my stringer for a little bit and I let them go. After about an hour I realize I don't want to eat fish or whatever. That also stays in the side because that's something you want to have easy access to put your fish in, hook it to after you catch it. This is a bigger size pliers. It's made by Fraybill. It's made for fishing. If you get a big fish and you need to get that hook out deep and it's really far in there, you're going to want a big strong pliers like this. This goes in my main pocket here. Next thing is a fish scale here. If you catch your personal best and you want to weigh it, like, you have a goal, like this year I want to catch a 5-pound bass, this year I want to catch a 8-pound walleye or whatever, it's a good way to know. It's a digital scale, so it's accurate, usually. The next thing here is a scissors. You never know when you need to cut something, especially tougher line like braid or something. This folds up really neat and compact, so I set that in here as well. Then I go to this. This is really important because I cut my line with this. I don't use my teeth. I use this to cut my line, and it's very, very handy if you need to cut things or snip things off and you don't want to use your teeth. So that sometimes goes in here. Otherwise, where I like to put it is up here on the top. This is really important, especially if you're wading or using a kayak or don't have a tape measure with you. A lot of times I don't because I'm walking through water. I'm in a canoe without a tape measure. This is an Eagle Claw tape measure. It rolls out of here. It's really compact, and you simply just push this button back there and it goes back in. That way you can keep it small and compact. I do have a big tape measure in my boat on the side, on the seat, but this is better for the mobile fisherman. So I'll put that in here as well. I take one tackle tray with all kinds of different baits in it. I'm going to do a video on how I set up my tackle some other time, how I can fit everything from pike to muskie to bluegills to trout to bass to walleye all in one tray, how I condense that down without having to bring a whole bunch of tackle. That slides in here right in the back. and it stays like that. So if I need my tackle, I just pull this out. Everything I need to catch fish is in there. I don't have every single bait, but most of the baits are in there. All my soft plastics, I change those out quite a bit. Of course, if you've been fishing for more than 2 minutes of your life, you know that stuff doesn't last. So that goes in here on there. The next item we have, and this is something that I recommend every single person bring, is a black towel. The real reason is because when it does get wet and you want it to dry, you can hang it over the side of your boat if it's not windy, or on a boat seat, and the sun will dry this off a lot faster because of the dark color. So once it does get wet, it does dry quickly on the sunny day. You do want to always keep your hands dry when you're fishing, because you don't want that rod slipping at all when you are fishing. So I put that in there as well. So you can see there's plenty of room. I can smash a sweatshirt in there. I've even put jackets in there before on the windy, rainy, kind of crappy days. You can put hats, mittens, whatever, that will fit in there. You just kind of shove it in there. It's usually just fine. The last thing I want to talk about is this here. And this I haven't really talked about too much in any of my videos. This is a solar powered phone charger, battery charger, whatever. It's got a flashlight on it. It charges by itself as long as it's sunny, or you can plug it into the wall before it goes out. I can charge my phone like 4, 5, 6 times on this thing. And if you're on those long trips, all-day trips doing a river float, or you're waiting for a long time and you don't want your phone to go dead, if you're relying on your phone for safety or to get a hold of somebody or whatever, this is a really nice thing. I use this also for hunting. I take this with my pack. It's a great price as well, in case you need to charge your phone or charge something else as well. It's mainly used for camping, but I use this for fishing too. So that can go in here. And of course you need a cable that you can plug it into with your phone. So once you have all that, your backpack, you zip this up, it's good to go, and you really don't need much more than this. And it's super light. You can carry it around, and you have every single thing you need for fishing, to be mobile, and all the gear you're ever going to need for any fish you'll ever catch fits in here for a trip. All right, everybody, thanks for stopping by the channel. I hope that helps, and I hope next time you go on the water, you consider having a small backpack that's waterproof and even keeps your fish cold if you do decide to keep them. Now, I know in most situations, you got a big boat, you can keep them in the live well, you can bring a big cooler, but if you just like to go out in a canoe for a couple hours and catch fish and keep them and bring them home, that's great. Provide a meal. If you just like to go in a kayak for a little while, this bag is excellent for that. I have a whole video explaining my entire kayak setup on a budget level. If you want to see that, I'll put that down in the description as well, or I can put it up here for you to click on. It's something that really works well. I take this bag everywhere. It doesn't matter if you're fishing from shore, kayak, boat, canoe, great big boat, Great Lakes, the ocean, the creek next door, it doesn't matter. This bag has every single thing in it you will need to catch fish, to keep fish, to record how big it was, to charge your phone, to keep your things dry, whatever. It's an excellent bargain, and I think it's something I would strongly encourage you all to check out. Links in the description below. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Remember, every Tuesday and Friday, new videos coming your way. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.